James Madison Institute among the organizations he tracks contributing to the polarization of climate change debate. The Heartland Institute, yes, that wonderful Unabomber group, senior fellow for environmental policy, is on the James Madison Institute's Research Advisory Council. I mean, it is such a web of connections. According to research by the American Bridge Project, the Madison Institute received over $1.4 million in direct donations from Koch-affiliated groups. Between 2003 and 2013, they received funding from the John Templeton Foundation, which, quote, tries to encourage the integration of religious beliefs and free market principles into the class, according to Center for Media and Democracy's SourceWatch. Mother Jones reported in 2011 that Charles Koch recognized the Templeton Foundation for having donated over $1 million to Koch-related causes. And Dr. Bruhl's research shows that Templeton gave more than $20 million to this web of denial organization he tracks. Dunn's Foundation for the Advancement of Right Thinking turns up again. Franklin, now Madison, the same foundation that gave $13.7 million to these counter-movement organizations, also gave to the Madison one. And, of course, again, the Lindy and Harry Bradley Foundation gave to the Franklin Center, gives to the Madison Center, to the tune of almost $30 million into the climate denial web. The James Madison Institute is also a member of the State Policy Network. The State Policy Network, according to the Center for Media and Democracy's SourceWatch, is a $83 million right-wing empire, end quote, that has received money from a Koch family foundation and, of course, the identity-scrubbing Donors Trust and Donors Capital, which, by the way, are the big green diamond here at the center of this web. According to DSmogBlog's examination of the Madison Institute, it opposed the Waxman-Markey cap-and-trade legislation, and in 2009 issued a plea to policymakers in Florida, the state that is going fastest underwater because of sea level rise, to stop any action on climate change following the so-called ClimateGate scandal. Well, 6 thorough investigations looked at so-called ClimateGate and proved there was no scandal at all. But it would appear that the Institute neither rescinded its plea nor set the record straight. This institute actively fights renewable energy policies in Florida. An report co-written by a senior fellow at the Heartland Institute, again the connection, Madison Institute to Heartland Institute to the billboard that compared climate scientists to the Unabomber, opposed a proposed solar constitutional amendment. Well, they weren't alone. According to news reports, Florida's power companies were contributing big money to a political committee fighting that solar amendment, including over $1 million from Florida Power and Light, $1 million from Duke Energy, over $800,000 from Tampa Electric Company, and $640,000 from Gulf Power. Well, guess what? The president and CEO of Gulf Power was then on the board of, the James Madison Institute. Then we move on to